Yeah, we ready to go live, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a TruthENTFilms.com presentation. We are aware, awoke, alive. We exist to bring you a fresh perspective on today's hot button issues. This is the Triple A Podcast with your hosts, Tia McCrary and Jamar B.V. Harris.
Tia, ooh, girl. Yeah, listen, the male singer market is wide open, especially since we know R. Kelly ass ain't getting out for 30 years.
And I saw he on Suicide Watch.
I would be on Suicide Watch too if they gave a nigga 30. 30?
Damn.
That nigga like 55? He ain't never getting out. Well, anyway.
The irony of the song, Jigga, Kelly, not guilty. The irony of that song, bro.
That didn't age well, did it?
That shit is crazy, dog. He said, I gave y'all 30 years, and they gave him 30 years. Ain't that some shit?
Well, damn. Welcome to the Triple A Podcast. I am your co-host, Black V. That's my beautiful, amazing, strong Black queen, Tia. And we got our special guest in the building, Mr. Bendover, a.k.a. Pastor Bendover, a.k.a. Miguel, a.k.a. Jetfly himself, a.k.a. let them brothers and sisters see that shirt that you're wearing right there. See the merch. Deep Throat Conversations. One half of the host with Deep Throat Conversations out there looking clean, if I do say so myself. I'm Black V. We got, as usual, D80 in the background, doing what he do best, working everything with his hands behind the scenes. And it's been a while. Tia, I was so tempted while you was doing all your stuff. It was a picture of Greg on ESPN. They were talking about how he went from a first round pick as a tackle from Alabama to locked up down there in Mexico. Doing time.
Right.
And they had a little piece in there talk about the love of his life just left him hanging. I was like, ooh.
I don't know who love is. Last fucked up, she left him hanging, y'all. That ain't my ass.
T, I'm gonna need you to not deny the love of the man that was your man. Your man's.
You gonna have people believe in that bullshit, and people gonna be hitting you up and asking you questions. Right.
You're gonna be on TMZ next week. Anyways, Mr. Bendover has been here before, so he's no stranger to being on the show. But so I'm gonna include him in this when we go over what's new with you in your world. So I'm gonna let, as usual, let it be a gentleman and let the beautiful queen go first, Tia.
Well, a friend of mine had his other hip replaced. So he's in recovery now. He hurt himself on his job years ago. He has all kind of nails and bolts and stuff in his back. So he had to get one hip replaced, and now he got the other one replaced in recovery. So I've been trying to help him out, and I'm wishing him a fast and speedy recovery. I'm actually going to go try this Tuesday if I can. So Derek, sweetheart, I love you so much, and I wish you a speedy, extra speedy recovery.
I'll drink to that.
Okay.
How's Monica and her man, Jesse?
For once, they actually doing okay. They're not fighting like two roommates that hate each other. So they actually doing pretty good. Like I said, that comes with, they've been together 40 plus years. So that comes with being married for a long time. You get on each other's nerves, but the love is all there. It was kind of funny. I heard him arguing one day, and he was talking about how crazy her family is. And he said, motherfucker, you can't talk. At least I can admit my family is nuts. I just flew down the steps, y'all. I'm like, I don't need to hear all this. I flew down the steps, but they got love for each other. It's just, they've been together a long time, and that's usually what happens. You work your last damn nerve on your spouse, and you've been together 40 plus years. So,
damn, 40 years?
But they've been together 42 years soon.
That's too long. We got to break up.
Wait, why did you have wash windows. He's been married like 50 plus years. He was like 70 something, 80 something. And he said he told his wife we should be able to renew spouses like we renew our licenses every 4 years.
That's true. You should be in there going to registration. Like, do you want to keep this at thing change? And you should be able to go ahead and every 4 years you should be able to go get a divorce and only have to pay registration fee or something like that for getting a divorce. Like, you can choose to stay together. You should be looking at your wife like, bitch, I can't wait till next year or something.
Right.
Hey, niggas be out here leasing wives.
What? Take her ass right back.
Take her ass right back. Like, drop her right off at her daddy house. Like, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
How that happened before. Bringing other people in and shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't never work out. It very rarely does it work out. Whether it's a deal or not, it don't work. Even if you just bringing somebody in just to be in the bedroom with you. I've heard scenarios where either spouse, and that's male or female, will be having a relationship independent of their spouse with the person they bring it into the sexual trench with. So it just makes it a mess to me. You're right. You know what I'm saying? It just does.
I feel it.
That shit comes into play, and fighting for the person's affection comes into play. I've heard of women having a relationship with the other woman independent of their husband. I've seen shit like that.
Damn.
I wish she would bring somebody else into the relationship and they ain't paying none of the bills.
Hey, bro, niggas do that. Listen, that happens all the time. Because most likely, the nigga your old lady cheating on you with, he getting all the cookies out the cookie jar and ain't paying nothing, bro. That's how
he ain't got to cut the grass. He ain't got to pay no bills. This nigga need chores in the house. I can see him. Look, I come in and nigga them cut the grass, cook dinner and everything. And long as he play with my creative man on NBA 2K, he cool.
Bro, hey, listen. He can at least bring the kids some McDonald's or something. At least bring the kids some McDonald's, bro. Shit.
Listen, man, bro, I'm gonna go up to him like, bro, I'm gonna be out of town this weekend. I need you to cover for me. Hold this down. All right, bro.
Listen, bro. Hey, we brothers, we gotta work together, dog. We gotta
work together, dog. We in this together. She bitch the both of us, nigga. This is not about you. What'd you say, Tia?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I said, if y'all have that understanding, that's cool. But you can't be going outside of the parameters of understanding y'all sex.
She went outside understanding when she brought the other nigga in.
Yeah. But if you okayed it.
No, once he there and he paying his fair share, I ain't got no complaints.
Got it.
It's
okay.
bigger than Nino Brown, baby.
All right.
Yeah, you know, once he in and he come, if he pay like he weigh, he can stay.
Okay. Oh, wait, that bars. Bars, y'all. Bars.
Like for real, like I ain't got no time to be tripping. So Pastor Bendover, what's new in your world? I want you to tell everybody about how everything going, bro. What you working on? What's new? Shout out to Jetfly Clothing. I'm still waiting on my free merch. I know I gotta buy some shit, but I'm a nigga. I like expect free shit too. Niggas can give me like one sock free and I'll pay for the other sock.
Hey man, the money don't jiggle, it folds. You hear me? Man, I got a couple things. I got a lot of a couple things going on. I worked out something. Somebody hit me up by the logo. I'm trying to see if he really what he say about. You know, people always call you with bullshit and shit like that. So hit me up with one of my logos, a little money thing going on. So I'm kind of just waiting. I'm optimistic about it, but I'm just whatever until you show me something. You hear me? Dog, today I got my job. I got a 30-pound box of snow crabs.
I seen that.
Values $300. I paid $75 for it, bro. So we about to be up all night. You hear me? I got 3 boxes. I got 3 boxes of them bitches. And guess what? I found out some life hacks, bro. So I was trying to figure out. I said, okay, when I get my 12 pills of what they don't call them Viagra no more, it's called something with an S, sildenafil, some shit. I figured out if I take 100 milligram and cut it in 4, that's 25 milligrams, right? And so when I popped 100 milligram, I got the same effect as a 25 milligram when I cut it in 4. So now I can get more sex out of one pill. You feel me? So that's where I'm at with that. That's where I'm at with that.
Nigga, you over there stretching out your fucks?
Yeah, you gotta stretch out the supply, bro, because the insurance be tripping. The insurance hit me up. They're like, "Hey, bro, you going through 12 pills in like a week? What's going on?" So I said, "Damn, I gotta figure this out." So I popped it. I got the same effect as when I cut it in 4 and took a corner. So I said, "Boom! Now I got 4 for 1 pill, 4 for 1." You hear me?
So you saying the pill is already too potent? So you figured out you still got enough with just a fourth.
A fourth, bro. I'm still there. I'm still going. Everything copacetic. So that's where I'm at in life right now. How you hear me,
bro? Them pills is not crack. You cannot cut them and stretch the shit. Hey, you be in there listening to Master P Ghetto Dope. Why you in there cutting it up? Maybe crack like this. Ghetto Dope.
For real, bro. I mean, listen. God gave me the gift of discernment, bro. I'm like, it's gotta be a way. You know what I'm saying? I prayed on it and figured it out, and happy wife, happy life.
My brother over here, we gotta come up with a name for that. You over here slanging the hard ones and shit. Neat man for real. What you need, brother? You need 3 hours or you need 2 hours? No, you don't need all that. You don't need all that.
Oh man.
Stretch that shit. Stretch that shit. I got new for me. I gotta get ready to go to shouts out to me and D80 younger sister about to get married in St. Thomas next Saturday. So I'll be going down there sweating my ass off, getting bit up by tropical mosquitoes, trying to meet up with Estella and give her groove back. Did I say that line?
No.
I'll just tell the missus that she my Stella. She'll be okay. I'll give her groove back and get bit in the ass by a mosquito. So other than that, family is good. My daughter Kaya got her tonsils took out. I did not know. Yeah, it was painful too. She was like in pain for a while. They said the older you are, the more difficult the procedure is.
Right.
Yeah, because like you get like more what some things called blood vessels or whatever case developing the older you get. And so yeah, man, it was like woo. It was not where the party was.
Damn.
She was in pain. I was like, oh. And then she, you know how women milk it, especially girls. They like the younger girls. They like to milk it. So she was milking it. And you get me, and could barely talk. I'm like, huh? What you say? But other than that, everybody's healthy. Everybody's alive. Shout out to my boy Nori. I just went to Chicago. I'm everywhere. I feel like again. Went to Chicago. Last weekend, I went to go see a play. It's called The Show That Goes Wrong. They got one American cast that does it, but the original cast that does it is a UK cast. And so they were actually in Chicago. I got to go check that out. Very dope show. I haven't been to a play in a while. I used to love going to plays. So
Me too.
Yeah. So it was a pretty dope show. I'm trying to think what else is going on. Oh, since we've been on here, because I think it's been that long, Kiki and Miguel, they linked up. So they got probably like the most perverted, nasty, but off the hook, crazy podcast for them together. So Kiki,
hey, cuz, wait a minute, cuz. Don't be spreading my business like that, cuz.
Listen, Kiki and him, their show is raw. Their show is raw. And not only that, Pastor Bendola like taking over TikTok, and he just crazy with his following. Well, shout out to my sister Karen. What up, Karen? So I'm trying to think what else is new. Other than that, I'm here, I'm alive, and we all ready for a show. It's been a while. TAT has been working, getting all that money.
Yes, I have. Doubles damn near every weekend.
And how was the trip to Mexico? You made it back safe. Looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and start the news.
Yeah, Mexico.
The news. The news. Ooh, girl, my voice been getting better. You see, I'm gonna take lead in service this Sunday with Pastor Bendover. I'm singing lead on one of the first songs.
Hey, listen, bro. If bad as Marion them niggas sound, anybody can be an R&B singer right now.
Bro, anybody can. I'm like, oh damn, I'm singing a song better than him.
It was bad.
Well, wait. Who was worse, Ray J or Marion?
Both them niggas was worse, niggas.
Horrible.
Oh man,
I was all off key and shit.
That shit was crazy.
If I had one wish, but we always knew Ray J could barely sing back then.
That's what I said. He never really had a voice to me anyway.
I thought he was singing. Hey, wait a minute, it was hot, wasn't it? Wait a minute.
He wasn't really singing. He was like, wait a minute. You working all day, but all night. I want to fuck. Really remember like Lil Kim part. That's it. Wait a minute. Ain't that Brandy's brother?
I'm talking about. Listen, that nigga Omarion was so bad. He said, "Hey, let me eat this watermelon or some shit." I'm like, that nigga was so bad.
Yeah, what was that about? What was the watermelon about? Like,
I don't even like watermelon, and that was like nasty anyway.
Nigga, what, man? Hey, give me your black card. Give me your black card, man.
You can have it. You can have it.
Watermelon.
You can have it. I now affiliate myself with Jewish. I'm trying to get their reparations. I know I'm owed some shit or something. They got it before we got it, so I'm Jewish now. So, shit, I'm gonna get paid one way or the other.
Like cantaloupe.
But anyways, jumping into the news. So, wait, oh shit, wrong button. All right, so before we jump into some shit that was really, really popping and people was upset about because we had a lot of shit happen, let's talk about, I don't know if any of y'all heard of Senate Bill 3. They just passed in Texas.
Okay, what is that about? Explain to everybody.
Okay. Part of Senate Bill 3 is that you are no longer required to teach children about the I Have a Dream speech. Or you also, now you do not refer to slavery. You don't refer to it as slavery anymore. It's called involuntary, not removement. It's involuntary, some bullshit. I just had it.
They try to make it sound like migration, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah, involuntary movement or some shit. Involuntary movement.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone said, Sam, you kidnapped motherfuckers, enslaved them. We're gonna call it involuntary movement.
Right.
And you can no longer teach children in school in Texas that the Ku Klux Klan is morally wrong.
Wow.
I'm so glad I don't live in Texas. And for all you Cowboy fans that's gonna stay Cowboy fans through all this shit, y'all can eat a big fat here. Say it.
Dick.
Here we go. So before we leave off of that, did anybody have anything you want to express their opinions about Texas and this new law? Well, their bill they passed?
I do.
Go ahead, Miguel.
Listen, but I'm gonna say an answer, but don't get mad. Listen, they've been telling us they don't fuck with us for a long time.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: people keep getting mad over shit and still want to fit in with motherfuckers and shit. So it's like, bro, I'm to the point. I don't get mad at that shit no more because I know what they're about and what they're trying to do. Anyways, it's like we so focused on trying to change laws and do things. Dog, how about this? How about we all just get up and just leave and go to Africa and shit or something? Go to a whole other motherfucking continent where they ain't at and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because they in Africa too.
But I'm just saying, but there's places somewhere we can just go and just dip and be somewhere. But I feel like we be so focused on trying to fit in and trying to change history, which is never going to change. It's been some progress, but it's never going to fully change because they're not going to allow it to change.
Right.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're going to let you know this is your place over here and this is where we at. You know what I'm saying? So you have to figure out loopholes how to live in this world. If you over here in the United States, figure out the loopholes on how to keep moving and shit like that. Because ultimately, bro, it's so impossible to get every black person on one accord to try to change something, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's going to take. And I don't see it happening no time soon.
Oh, Not at all.
So that's what I'm at.
Yo, my boy Mike Savory used to be my neighbor before he moved and dipped on me. He was sitting there. He thinks it's quite messed up what they're doing with the Senate Bill 3.2. Yeah, it's fucked up, and it's going to get worse. I think it's only the beginning.
Me too.
And yeah, I think it's only the beginning. And part of the reason that they're able to pull this off, which I forgot about, in Texas, they were trying to pass another bill, and they needed a certain majority of whatever case to pass it. Well, the representatives from Texas all left the state of Texas, so they couldn't vote on it to pass it. So for whatever they were trying to pass, they needed a certain number. Well, them people are still not showing up. So other bills that they can pass without having the number of people there, they've been passing. So to me, I mean, like you said, I'm not surprised.
Right.
It's more like Miguel said, like they're back to being bold. Vic and back to being bold about what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if they don't like you, I guess in a sense, now niggas know they don't like you in Texas.
Right. True.
And it's out in the open again. That's what I respect about the South compared to the North, is that the South, especially like when you go to Atlanta or Alabama or whatnot, they really, in Ohio is different. We all have ties to Ohio, but in Ohio, like they do like this undercover racism. Like or prejudice. They like do it undercover. They'll smile in your face, work with you, blah 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 blah. And then you'll find out later on, especially since Trump got in office, like, yo, this motherfucker is racist as fuck, or prejudice, or ignorant as fuck, my coworker. Then in the South, they let you know before you enter that town, they don't like your ass.
Right.
They will let you fucking know off the rip. You will know where you are not wanted or liked. And I can respect that more. I don't have to like it, but I can respect it more. I'd rather you be upfront that we have an issue.
Yeah.
Rather than
hiding and acting like
hiding. Yeah.
Right.
So was anybody else anything about to add to that before we jump into the next thing, which is going to be, I think, Roe versus Wade?
I just wanted to add real quick. My mom and dad taught me my history. So I think a lot of parents should just be willing to teach their kids their history, what they're not taught in school. Right, because I wasn't taught any of that stuff in school. My mom and dad taught me that stuff. So I
definitely feel that. Right. I feel you when I hear. Yeah. It's up to us. It's up to us to we become comfortable. And I had a coworker, my boy of mine, Eric, was on an episode we did on Product of the 80s. And he said the perfect word, I think, was complacent.
That's true.
We've become very complacent in today's society. And especially when we grew up and we experienced shit, but it seemed like it was getting better. We got Obama. We was like, nigga, we made it. And then after Obama, then we got Trump, and we was like, what the fuck? Like, you was shocked. Like, we got that comfortable that quick that we forgot where the fuck we came from.
That's true. That's true.
So it's I hate to say it is what it is, because I'm like a firm believer in change, and I like to fight for certain rights. But I've learned a hard lesson this year that you can't fight for a person or people that's not willing to fight for themselves.
Exactly.
You'll find yourself by yourself. And people like to bitch and complain and moan, fuss and fight about a lot of things until the time to take action.
Right.
Motherfuckers will be like, nah, nope, I gotta go to work tomorrow, bro. I can't go protest or I can't go.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all watch Westerns. I love Westerns. But it was this Western called High Noon. And it was about this marshal that had to face these 4 really bad, murderous guys. And he went asking the citizens for help. Now, mind you, he helped the citizens. He helped clean up the town. The town was bad before he got there. He took care of business. And when it came time for them to help, to get rid of that bad element, then nobody want to do it. So what he did, he ended up doing it on his own. And he had an unsuspecting ally in his fiance. Because his fiance was a Quaker and she didn't believe in violence. And when she saw her soon-to-be husband was getting ready to get killed, she helped him out. And then they left town, and that was that. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do have to fight on your own.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
It won't.
I'm gonna always quote it. Kendrick said it best. I'm ready to die for this shit, but I'm willing to die for it because I'm willing to die. I'm one of the people that's willing to die for freedom of my people. But how many people are willing to die not only for the freedom of their people, but the freedom of their children or themselves?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. It's survival. It's survival for the now, or survival, or fighting and dying over the survival for tomorrow. And I think everybody's about now, the today, instead of worried about making the world or dying, fighting for making the world better for the kids tomorrow.
Right.
Okay. So let's jump on to Roe versus Wade in the news. Anybody want to tackle that first? Give their view, their opinion on that, with the Supreme Court basically throwing it back to the states, where the states now have the power to choose.
Right. I don't like that some states have taken away certain exceptions, like incest, molestation, rape. Like a senator in Mississippi said that if a 12-year-old girl gets raped, she has to raise that baby with the rapist and form a family. I was like, what kind of fiction is that? It should be, don't get me wrong, I don't agree with it being used as a form of birth control when you have other options out here. I don't. Because that can literally damage your insides. I get that. I get that part. But it has to be some exceptions somewhere. They're outlawing it totally. No exceptions, no nothing. And then here in Ohio, it has to be at 6 weeks. But that's when most women find out they are at 6 weeks. So by the time you try to go get one, it'll be too late. Then what? You know what I mean? I don't like it. I know it's kind of been in control. It was kind of in control with the state anyway, wasn't it? Before it was overturned, wasn't it up to the state?
The states had more control, but normally federally, your right was kind of protected.
Gotcha. Okay, now it's not.
Now it's not.
Right.
What about you, Pastor Bendover? Wait. Are you answering this as Miguel, or are you answering this as Pastor Bendover?
I'm answering that as me because, like, I'm not gonna be funny on this topic. I can be, but I'm lost in the whole thing because to me it just seems like it's more of a you have no rights. I'm in control. We're in control. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like for 1 minute y'all trying to do things to formulate some type of genocide, but then now you taking it back saying no, you can't do this. Like I'm lost in the whole thing because I thought abortions was one form of genocide, period, of population control. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just lost in it. I don't understand the purpose of it. What's the agenda? I'm trying to figure what's the agenda of it. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can think of is like control, and we trying to show you have rights, but you don't have none. That's the only thing I can look at it because I don't understand the whole agenda of it. Like, what's the purpose of it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just kind of in limbo with the whole thing. I don't see what they're trying to accomplish out of doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. What somebody explained to me, which is why, as much as we hate Trump, or a lot of people dislike Trump or don't agree with Trump, while he was in office, he didn't pass no policies, but he did get to appoint 3 judges. It's 3 judges, right? Ask my brother. It's 3 judges, right?
3 judges, wasn't it? Oh, he said he thought it was 2.
Okay, 2 judges. Kavanaugh, and then the other one, and yeah. So, anyways, what I learned was that there's 3 very religious judges who now sit on the Supreme Court, and they make the decisions based off their faith. And with these 3 judges making a decision based off faith, what we like to do in this country is, well, not what we like to do. What is done in this country is they like to use their faith until it's inconvenience, and then it's fuck that faith. They'll use their faith to enslave you, to take away your rights and your freedoms when it's convenient.
Right.
But at the same time, they will run around yelling that I'm all about, I've never seen people so much scream that they're all about protecting the rights to bear arms, the rights to this, all about protecting your rights and being able to stop the government, all this other stuff until it's a right that you have that they don't like, then they're like, fuck that right.
Right, exactly.
They don't care about your right. I'm going to tell you, I personally hate abortions. Personally. Don't agree with them, don't want to think. But that still doesn't give me the right to choose or tell a woman what to do with her body. And I, as a person who had to endure going through a situation where I was messing with this girl, she got pregnant, I was willing to step up and do what I had to do to fulfill my role, and she chose to have an abortion. I felt powerless and weak as fuck that I had no say so, no control, no real say so in the matter, you know?
Right.
And so even with experiencing that and even being able to look at it now in life and still wonder what it would be like had she gone through it, and how my child would be and everything else, I still don't want to take away the right from a woman to choose. I don't have to agree with a right or freedom for it to make sense. I'm like Tia. I hate that people use it as birth control, but that's what they got to answer. And to the religious people out there, yo, it's not your fucking place to decide what sins they commit, they don't commit, and how they get judged upon it. Because at the end of the day, it still always comes down to God makes that decision.
Yep, that's true.
That abortion may be the thing that haunts them for the rest of their life, that makes them turn around and get their life together, and when they do have a child, become a better parent the second time around. We don't know.
That's true.
So it's my thought process, and like Mr. Nova said, is that we were taught for so long not so long, but for the last 10, 15 years, a lot of black people, a lot of black self-proclaimed scholars like, yo, it's a form of genocide. They use that to control the black population, da 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 da. And the white man just want to sit there and make sure, that we don't have all these black kids, and they want to kill all black babies, da 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 da. And then they come out and like, no, well, no, fuck that. We've been against it from whatever case stuff, but maybe that falls more along the lines of that was a Democrat who came up with abortions and all the other stuff, and more of a Republican thing that they was never really for it. So I have to find out more from Miguel when he passed me, Mr. Bendover, and actually get back to you on it, because there's conflicting thing, but I always thought there was some sort of conflict with it, and it's more of a right-leaning and left-leaning people, or a history behind it. As we get ready to wrap up news real quick, let me go to one more thing. Oh, real quick, we got to talk about the former idiot chief of staff, Trump. Did y'all hear about old girl's testimony when she said this motherfucker tried to choke the fucking Secret Service man?
Yeah.
I heard that shit.
I wish I could have seen that shit. I wish I could have seen that shit. That would have been some funny shit. Like, this motherfucker that loves I was like, oh shit, he just snapped.
You get motherfucker with money and you give him power, shit.
Bro, don't let me be the president. I promise you. Bro. I'm gonna be sitting there speaking, and they gonna be like, sir, there's too many of them. They can't get through. You wanted to take the metal detector? Hell no, I don't let them niggas in. Somebody out there I owe some money to. Fuck all that. Add more metal detectors. No, I'm gonna be a fool. Like, nah, I'm cheating because that's what a president's supposed to do. So my girl should just know, she better hope I'll never become president, because I'm the president. The president deserves some side ass. Running this damn country, I deserve to get some. JFK got Marilyn Monroe.
Oh my God.
Where was I at?
Hey, bro, you gonna be Secretary of Defense. I become president, you Secretary of Defense. You gonna run the military.
But you don't want that shit. There be a lot of dead motherfuckers around this bitch, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, if you kill the wrong motherfucker, I'm just gonna fire you and like blame it all on you. Like
I'm like, hey, what button that is? Boom on the ass. Shit.
Like that motherfucker over there in Iran talking shit. Bomb that motherfucker.
Pastor bend over, do some hell of interrogations. You hear me?
Yo, bro, we gotta get me and T gonna do a special. We gonna get Pastor Bend Over on a podcast. We gonna get Pastor Bend Over on Pastor Bend Over.
Right. Pastor Bend Over trying to make bond right now, but he gonna be out in a few weeks.
You understand me, homie? All right, so Tia, you got anything in news before we jump over to sports?
We can go into sports.
So, what is new in the boxing world? Did we get live?
Well, you know what? Besides all how lit it's been this year for Undisputed, I'm hoping that Better Biev and Biv will fight for Undisputed at 175. Which is what people are pushing for. But from what I've been hearing, Better Biev don't want to fight them. And it's like, y'all keep pushing for Spence Crawford. Y'all keep telling the black fighters y'all need to fight each other. Why these motherfuckers at 175 ain't got to do it? Why are they in there? Like, come on. And you see Tyson Fury is banned from the U.S. He tried to come to the U.S. and shit because he got tied with that monster.
Really?
He tried to come to the U.S. twice last week or sometime this week. They just no.
They won't let him?
Huh?
They won't let him?
No. It's been a big investigation going on for years. His brother is also banned. His brother Tommy was supposed to fight Jake Paul, which I'm not watching. But he's banned too. Well, it's more than that. They're banning you from coming to the U.S. It's more than that. They got something on it. It just hasn't got to the place of what that something is. Yeah.
That's costing money.
Mm-hmm. I told you, why you think he retired all of a sudden? Everybody was pushing for him to fight Usyk for Undisputed. Yep. That's what they were saying. Yeah, some real fucked up. Because Daniel Kinahan, he's murdered like 18. They said the reason America got involved, Kinahan was an Irish guy. A lot of his drug business is based in Europe. But the reason, allegedly, this is allegedly now, y'all. The reason they say America got involved is because they sent 2 agents over there to investigate him, and them agents have not heard from them. They're presumed dead, allegedly. So that's what
allegedly
having that shit. So yeah, it's been a mess when it comes to that. But these pound for pound lists been horrible. They took Devin Haney off. I'm like, but he's in the 4-belt era. I want to say maybe the only lightweight. I could be wrong about that. And this era, that I'm like, what are y'all in the 4-belt era? And y'all gonna do that? Y'all don't put him on no pound for pound list. Yeah, they didn't
that boy's a beast.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. They put Carlo on the list. He just came undefeated. Come on now. Exactly. But you know, I want to say he's gonna fight. Joshua's supposed to fight Usyk in August. I thought it was supposed to be sometime this month, but I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if it got pushed back or whatever. And I was really hoping for like a Juneteenth all-black fight card and shit. That would have been lovely. That would have been so lovely, but no. And I don't know what the hold up is announcing this versus Crawford fight. Like they say it was supposed to be out there. But I'm trying to wait around for an announcement. Allegedly, it's supposed to be announced on the house. We'll see.
Keep a lookout.
Yeah, me too. I haven't heard
that would be a good fight.
I know that would be an epic fight. That would be an epic
I can't wait to check it out. Boxing's been interesting this year, so I don't want it to stop.
Right, I know. The only thing I hate, I'm tired of them holding up fights and shit. That's what I want to go back to when they used to want to fight and made the shit happen. Now Earl Spence's defense, he did what he said he was gonna do. He said he was gonna collect all the belts and he was gonna come for yours. Then he's talking to Terrence Crawford, and that's what he's trying to do. And from what I've been hearing, it's been Terrence Crawford's side holding up the fight and announcing things. That's what I've been hearing. I don't know if they want to figure it out. Me too. Me too. And that's what I'm saying. So we'll see, y'all. Allegedly, it's supposed to be an announcement on the 4th. Allegedly. We'll see. I hope so. Because I can't wait for that. I cannot wait. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Hey, Tia.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that. I still ain't got to thank you for it. Woo-wee. And that horse soldier is some very good bourbon.
It is. It's real smooth.
You picked an amazing one, Tia. So I wanted to give you your props.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, boo. I got some wine over here I need to give. I haven't seen my brother in forever, it feels like. But I got some wine here, a bottle of nice wine for you.
Okay,
yeah.
I can't wait because, your girl love her nightjar.
Mm-hmm. I got something nice for you. You can take it when you go on your conjugal visit to go see Greg.
Shut up. I don't have no damn conjugal visit. Shut up.
Hey, he been locked down so long. I bet you he don't tell this next time.
Shut up.
All right. Sports wise, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, both going to be gone out of Brooklyn.
Well, no, I heard Kyrie went on ahead.
My bad, family.
Oh, that's okay, sweetheart. Do what you got. I heard it's KD that wants to leave. I heard.
Yeah, both of them want to leave, but both of them want to leave. Kyrie just knew he wasn't gonna get the money he was looking for without having to prove it again year. Mm-hmm. So he wasn't gonna turn down what I think it was 37 mil. He wasn't turning that down.
Now he wanted, but this is what happened, bro. Listen, he wanted a max contract, right? But who in their right mind, like, man, this nigga here been going on all these hiatuses and shit, talking about the earth flat, he leaving because his religion, he ain't eating shit, he ain't playing no games. So you want to give you $247 million and you done played in 2 years, 62 games, I got that 100-something game. You know what I'm saying? So they like, hey, but guess what? But see, so now he looking at it like, wait a minute. I'm a top 75 player. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I got a ring. Y'all should respect me. So since y'all ain't even respect the fact I am who I am, while he opted in, right? I guarantee you, when the season start, bro, he gonna be wanting a motherfucking trade, dog. Trust me, dog. Him and KD done talk, dog. Cause my thing is, why would when he opt in? Why would KD request for a trade now? They gonna leave the Nets.
He wanted to get his money.
You see what I'm saying? So he requesting a trade. But I don't know what's gonna go on. But I hope they go to the Lakers. I was talking about all that bullshit.
Bron, come on, all right, listen up. We can forgive Kyrie. He can come back.
I mean, because they were talking. Did y'all see how they were talking like Kyrie and KD to the Lakers? I'm like, okay, well, you're gonna have to get LeBron and AD from them then. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
That's happen. And what's up with it was another trade. Didn't John Wall go to the Clippers?
Yeah.
He got bought out of his contract. He was owed about 40-something million too. And they bought him out. And so he left the Rockets because they didn't even play him last year. He sat out the whole season.
He got paid.
And got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Like 39, almost 30, 38, $39 million to sit at home.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I wish a motherfucker would pay me that much money to sit at home.
Sit at home.
I would love my life.
I'm like, you want me to sit at home right here on this couch and just wait?
Right.
That's it?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And what y'all
40-something million?
think Ben Simmons gonna play?
You say what?
Think Ben Simmons gonna play?
He gonna have to.
He'll play. He got
to. Have to. They killing him. Listen, but they were killing him on that. You know how much money he lost, bro?
Yeah.
He gonna get it all back.
Man.
Hey, listen, bro, you're not gonna win against mental health and depression. I don't care how big they think their lawyers is. He got enough money that his lawyer's gonna fight it good. You're not gonna be the dude claiming depression and everything like that in court.
But they said his depression what he was going through messed his back up.
Yeah.
So wait, he not. Oh, that's what they were saying. Because I was about to say, I always heard it was his back. I didn't hear nothing about mental health.
Yeah, it said his mental health caused his back hurt. You know how they say when the doctor say, "Hey, when you going through something or you hurt," they say, "Hey, think positive now." You start thinking negative, you start getting hurt and shit. Think positive now.
Hey, bend over. That's because that's what they told you when you knocked that one chick up, and you was like, and you didn't want to be the daddy. They were like, think positive. You over there stressing like a motherfucker.
Hey, bro, is you a cop, bro? Is you a
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
when you work for the child department service or some shit?
Pull over, sir. Pull over. License registration, sir.
I've been running for about 10 years now. Everybody give me this live stream, dog. God damn.
Dog, listen, bro. You done sold plenty shirts to some officers. They know who you is.
Oh,
you better just brought McDonald's for all the kids. Don't worry, we getting to that. We saving the best for last. We gonna get to that. So we got Kyrie being Kyrie, Earth is flat and all that good shit. And then we got KD. Let Kyrie sign that extension, which Kyrie and KD haven't talked to nobody in the Nets since the season ended. Wow. So Kyrie, the Nets was hoping like he find a deal and go somewhere else and they could just trade him. No, that nigga signed a dotted line like, nah, I want my 37 mil. And then he signed it.
But listen,
fuck. KD was like, I want out.
I'm trying to listen, bro. I put one of my checks on it, and when the season start, bro, Kyrie gonna request for a trade, though. On my mom.
Kyrie already did. He already said he want to go to the Lakers.
Yeah, so I'm trying to tell you, bro, there's some crazy shit going on right now, bro.
Yeah, I thought about that last week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Kyrie already said he want to go to the Lakers.
Damn.
That'd be dope.
What, for $6 million? They can afford him?
Because it's the thing. Because bro, Kyrie don't make so much money. Because at the end of the day, it's a respect thing, bro. Like, come on, bro. Y'all don't want to max me out. I understand what I did, but y'all don't want to max me out. Okay, I got something. I'm gonna opt in and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna ask for a trade on y'all punk ass. Now what? I'm gonna play for $6 million. I'm gonna ball out and I'm gonna still give me a max contract somewhere else. I mean, that's how it's gonna go.
That's what I'm telling my friend. My friend was talking about there's no loyalty no more. I'm like, these owners ain't loyal. They be doing all shit. I've heard stories of players not knowing until the very last minute that they're not with the team anymore.
Right on Twitter.
Yeah. So I don't want to hear that shit about loyalty.
Bro, or you get traded to a team and the team really don't want you. They just wanted your salary and then they just cut you.
Right.
Come on, bro. Ain't no loyalty in this sports.
Right. Just like now, I don't know if y'all noticed how. Remember when Baker wasn't doing shit? Everybody wanted that motherfucker out ASAP. Now, Watson is here. They trying to play the sympathy card with him and all that shit. I'm like, they've been doing that. They've been swapping quarterbacks out and getting one.
Speaking of Watson, bro, y'all see the move how Watson did that shit? Listen, bro, he already knew. See, all that shit he went through was a money thing, bro. Trust me, bro. That was a money thing.
That's what I said.
And guess what he did? Because the Browns made him an offer. He said, nah. Waited, went back. They made him an offer he couldn't refuse because he knew he gonna need about half that goddamn money to pay all the motherfucking girls back, bro. Trust me, bro. This motherfucker got, dog, pretty much his whole contract guaranteed, dog. I've never heard of shit like that, bro.
Right, me neither.
Trust me, dog. All that money he got, everything settled out of court. I'm gonna pay all these motherfuckers his money, and I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get a couple games, and I'm gonna get back on the field again, bro. Come on, bro. All that shit was about bread, bro. And then the thing about it, then none of those sex scandals, all that bullshit didn't come up until he said he didn't want to play for Houston.
Think
about that, bro.
He said it. The minute he said he want to be in Houston no more, Houston, like, I got something for your ass.
And I was telling people that Bob McNair and the lawyer representing those women live next door to each other. That's collusion.
But guess what, though? I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna be real with you. Now, it's too many of them for nothing not to happen. I will say that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I will say this, but guess what? When you do, it's like this, bro. Me and you cool, right? You know all my dirt on me. But when we friends, I ain't gonna say nothing. We cool. But when you turn your back on me, dog, you know how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the left hand should never know what the right hand doing. Trust me, bro. They knew what he was already doing, but since you rocking with us, you good, you win the games. Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing. But as soon as your punk ass want to leave, hey, all that shit coming out now, dog.
So
And that's how
fair game.
with me.
I think it was just a money grab for them because they came up with this whole agenda, the little liaison. But he was an employee of the Texas, and they tried to push that. Was he working independent or was he an employee of the Texas? He was a motherfucking employee of the Texas. Don't be trying to make it look like him and Watson was in cahoots to do whatever he's accused of against them women. Stop. I don't want to hear that bullshit. He was an employee. Don't be trying to push no shit. The man, 2 grand jury said no. Wasn't no evidence or nothing. The end. It was a money grab. Fuck off. It's over. As soon as he start winning games for the Browns, all this shit is gonna go out the motherfucking window.
I got a question. How many? I ain't being funny. How many black women was it?
I don't even know. They never revealed the identity of none of them. I haven't seen them.
No, my thing is this: if I'm paying all that money, I want all their faces on across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I haven't seen none. Not gonna
Me
lie.
neither. That's crazy.
I haven't seen none of them. Right. And plus, I stand by McNair's father. Ooh, I hated that. Talking about you can't let the inmates run the prison. Fuck you. In hell where y'all.
Damn.
I couldn't stand. When I say I hated that man, everybody hate is a strong word. I hate that motherfucker. I'm not about to sit up here and lie. I'm not about to say I strongly dislike you. No, I hate you.
I don't fuck with you.
Right.
And little thing that you motherfucking do.
You little stupid ass. I don't fuck with you.
That part.
All right, so shouts out to the Golden State Warriors, NBA champions. Steph Curry finally won an MVP in the championship. I'm not gonna hate on the Warriors. I think that they're dope. They're a dope team. I felt that the team was built the right way. There's no reason to hate on the Warriors. I just used to hate when they played the Cavs because I was always rooting for the Cavs. Other than that, once they stopped playing the Cavs, I was rooting for the Warriors. I'm like, I hope these motherfuckers win.
But listen, we gotta admit, was that the boringest finals you ever seen?
Bro, that was the most boring elimination game. I mean, the final championship game.
That shit look like exhibition game. Like before the season started, that shit was so boring, bro.
Is that Golden State's fault, or is that just the Celtics with that lackluster?
I mean, bro, like it was just boring. Like only series I liked watching was when Golden State played the Memphis Grizzlies, bro. That was a good one.
Until Jaw got hurt.
But at the end of the day, even watching Golden State beat them, I mean, it was just boring. It was no excitement, bro. It was no like no key points you can bring back. Hey, remember when this happened? It was just like basketball, like a pickup game. That shit was boring.
Bro, the playoffs and the championship is boring if LeBron ain't in it.
What? You hear me?
Here's my thing about that. I don't like how certain members of the media was trying to discredit Golden State. However, when it was the Cavs and LeBron was winning, y'all did all kind of shit to discredit him. And I said, wait until it's your favorite team. Wait until it's your favorite player. You're going to feel the same way I was feeling at that time. And sure enough, I had to hit some people up. I said, don't feel too motherfucking good, dude. Okay, I see your point. I said, I guess the fuck you do. Right. I said, I love how Karma pays her motherfucking dues and collects her debts. Now you're a little more understanding what I was saying. I was not hating on them. I'm just saying, don't listen. When it's your favorite team, your favorite fighter, it shouldn't take nothing like that for you to see the light. I don't like fair. Period. If they deserve credit, give it to them. What I just say, I'm gonna use the word hate. I hate the Steelers. I'm a Cleveland born and fucking bred. I'm not gonna rob them of their accomplishments just because I don't want to say it. I mean, saying it make me want to vomit bag real quick just to have to say it. I can admit that much. But I'm not gonna take that away from them and discredit them just because I hate them. You know what I mean? I hate the Yankees. But I'm not gonna rob
fuck them Yankees. I don't got a baseball team right now because I refuse to call them niggas the Guardians.
Yeah.
Miss me with that shit. So
Right.
yo, last thing in sports before we jump over to the main topic, which was, God damn it, hold on.
What was it? Self-entitlement with me?
No. Yes, but no. Big Ten expansion.
Oh, right.
USC and UCLA going to the Big Ten in 2024.
That is so weird to me. Like, that's going to take a lot of getting used to. Like, and what is that supposed to do? Is that supposed to, okay, when they bring these teams in, I understand it's strictly for money, but can we reach a point in time where it can be money and excitement?
Right.
No, because we would have never added Rutgers and Maryland if it was about improvement.
Exactly my point.
It was about the money.
Exactly.
We only took Rutgers for the money. We only took Maryland for the money.
Exactly.
We only went, don't get me wrong, USC is a dominant program, but we only took UCLA for the money.
Right.
And actually, I'm lying, because we knew what they brought in basketball. Because if you look at it from a basketball standpoint, UCLA gets to play now against motherfucking Illinois and fucking Indiana and other like old school like top tier basketball programs in the Big Ten. So,
right,
Michigan, Indiana, Ohio State, not Ohio State, but you know what I mean?
Right.
So, what'd he say?
Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State. Those are historically great college programs in basketball as well.
Right.
So it in a sense, and plus, and if we go for that, yes, adding them makes more sense than adding Rutgers and Maryland.
Right.
But now, if you look at it,
like that, looked at each other, we was like, well, what the fuck is that gonna do? My father was like, exactly. Everybody.
2 extra wins.
Right.
Yeah, but if you look at it, Big Ten now controls 2 of the biggest markets in television, New York and Los Angeles.
Okay.
Damn, I know that.
That's a very, very, very big thing to have, where those are the two biggest markets.
Right, that's true.
So it was about the money. I mean,
look, they still so history and shit. They bring in some money. No matter how bad they are.
I mean that shit always been like that. That's just like when you get these the beginning of the season, when you get fucking the Florida Gators playing Hawaii and Hawaii paying them motherfucking $500,000 damn dollars just to play them on national TV type goofy shit. So that shit been going on for years. So
look, bro, they'd have paid me $5 million. I'd have showed up on the goddamn field by myself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, no equipment and shit.
No equipment. Right. Like fucking go there.
Oh man.
I'm like, Tia, you at quarterback. Miguel, you at wide receiver. I got center responsibilities. I'm hiking the ball and moving.
Pastor been over at quarterback, bitch. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
That's Tia. Tia got quarterback. She got MVP.
Bend Tia over. Okay. Pastor bend Tia over. I'll be quarterback and you can be center right up under me. How's that?
Ooh. Ooh, Tia, you so nasty. All right. So I know Mr. Bendover been waiting on it, and I know Tia got some crazy ass remarks to say. But before we jump into the main topic, was there something else you wanted to address, Tia?
No, we can go ahead and jump right into it.
We're gonna talk about motherfucking feeding some motherfucking body else's kids. Look at Pastor and Mr. Bendover. This nigga like to lost his shit when he seen that clip. He called me. He was so pissed off. This nigga got a ghost.
That's what I'm about to say. What is that?
His glow in the dark dildo.
Listen, my LED lights got mad at that bullshit and fell over, bro. You saw that shit? That shit crazy.
Bro, So Tia, you've seen the video, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. I know Mr. Bendover's seen it. I've seen it. Off rip, I knew this was gonna be fucked up and she was in the wrong because our whole intention was to expose this man. Cause she was like, everybody think he a good dad. I'm gonna expose him and show that he not a good dad. Like,
Mm-hmm.
who the fuck goes with the intentions to like try to expose a nigga for trying to be a good dad?
Right.
Like you lost me there. Like she lost sympathy right there because she didn't want to have a talk with him. Like, yo, can you please? I got these other kids. Her whole approach was so wrong
Wasn't
that
it?
nobody had no sympathy for her.
Right. And then when nobody had sympathy for her and the shit backfired, remember she tried to say it was two excuses she came up with. The first one was, oh, well, he usually feed all the kids. And then when she was still getting dragged, the second one was, well, it was just a skit. No, it wasn't. You did something foul and it backfired on you. You didn't get the response you thought you were going to get. There were some women trying to stick up for her. I'm like, nah, you can't. You did not have to come at that man that way. You threw
Nope.
the food and the drink that he was gonna feed that child. But you
Hey,
stuck
my
your
nigga.
out.
Hey, Miguel. My nigga pulled up in his Monte Carlo with the sunroof crack. Oh, my G. He got out with his McDonald's for his little man. He was like, yeah. He came up walking up like, what the fuck is you doing?
Listen, man, bro, that shit got me so hot, bro. You know, bro, I done lost Facebook friends over this shit. I got
Fuck
family
him.
members mad at me right now. The deacon
Fuck
boy
him.
mad at me right now, bro. But listen, I fell out with motherfucking folks over this big head, big eyelash wearing ass motherfucker. Look at here, dog.
She ain't got no money to feed her kids McDonald's. They got $500 eyelashes in.
Listen, but one thing, listen, I understood the situation. Now, me, I wouldn't have did it. But at the end of the day, like I was trying to tell folks, bro, listen, at the end of the day, whether he was right or wrong, them other kids is not his
His responsibility. He can't be
responsibility.
wrong. He was taking care of his
You know what I'm saying?
responsibility.
And like I said, even if you would have fed them kids, that doesn't make him more of a man or less than a
Nope.
man. You know what I'm
Right.
Right.
saying? And shit like that. So it was just, but it went so far, it got stupid. I was putting all type of dumb shit trying to prove shit because what she lost me at when she said when I found out she had 4 kids, I'm like, wait a minute, your stamps don't come on to the 7th, and you got 4 kids. I'm like, that's like 600 to at least 1,100 a month on
Right.
stamps. So I'm like, what you doing with your stamps, baby? You know what I'm saying? And then I was just lost, but I do understand there was.
Why she not hounding the other father and other kids?
Yeah, and see when he asked her that question, she got quiet. He said, well, "What about your other baby daddies?" And she ain't say nothing and kept talking. But what I do understand from looking at it, you know, they was together. They probably just broke up or whatever the case may be. So he like, you know what? Shit, fuck them kids. I ain't with you no more. They ain't y'all ain't my obligation. You know what I'm saying? But only thing he had to do was just, dog, you could have took that whole cheeseburger meal he had, cut the cheeseburger in 4 corners, like I do my 100 milligram pill. You know what I'm saying? Cut that cheeseburger in 4 corners, and you could have cut the fries in half. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been it. You know what I'm saying? At least could have got a $5 box. What Little Caesar? Little Caesar don't went up. You know what I'm saying? They $6.85 now, but you could have got Little Caesars and been done with this shit. But you know, but listen, but this shit been a whole uproar this whole week about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's been crazy about it, bro.
Right.
I hope she got what she wanted out the video.
Exactly.
I might need to do that shit.
Sitting up there doing that dumb shit, you didn't get the response you thought you were gonna get. It backfired on you. That was some toxic shit.
Yes, it did.
What makes me mad, y'all? What a lot of adults don't think about. Your kids are going to see this when they get old enough to comprehend the world and people around. Your kids.
I think her kids are old enough. Their kid together was the youngest, and he ain't come with a little Happy Meal. He came with a big ass,
the large joint. The large joint, right?
He came with the large, and that bag looked a little bit heavy. His little man be eating. That little nigga eats a whole bunch of food. He came like, yo, he was like, what the fuck? Y'all ain't my motherfucking kids? She like, you knew I had kids when you got with me.
That's crazy.
So on Christmas time, all your baby daddies buy a gift for my son too.
Thank you. There you go.
But listen, I got to it with a close friend. I lost a close friend, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry about that, bro. I'm sorry.
I hope he does well in life, you know. But I had asked him, bro. I said, listen, he kept talking about it, man. Then he said something that kind of pissed me off. He was like, oh, now I see we got lame parents raising lame niggas. I guess he was talking to me. And so I asked him a question he couldn't answer. I said, okay, since you feel like, since Trick love the kids, I said, if them other two baby daddies paying child support, I said, nigga, take their child support and pay their child support for them then, since you love the kids so much. Oh, he didn't
There you
respond
go.
to that. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't got nothing to
He
say
didn't
to it.
respond to that.
Right.
You want to take
Because
on
we
all the
are the
responsibility.
world, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like I lost all. I'm so hurt by this shit. I lost people I've been Facebooking with 10 years over a little uproar. You know what I'm saying? On some bullshit. But you know,
I'm mad because you don't agree with him. Mad because you don't agree with him.
I don't listen. My thing was I wouldn't do what he did, but at the end of the day, I was trying to explain that those kids is not his responsibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would have bought the kids something.
Listen, here's the truth of the matter, and tell me if I'm wrong. It was not his responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It was, you can't clown him like he a badass dude for not doing it. Would it have been a nice gesture? Would it have been black men looking out for the overall betterment of the community, or looking out for some other kids in need and trying to be a better leader? Nice thing to do. Okay, cool. But that was not his responsibility, nor his duty.
Right.
You can't pin that on him. And her whole approach, you know the sad part about it, the way he interacted with her, had she approached him different, I don't doubt for 1 second, bend over said this, I don't doubt for 1 second, had she approached him different and not trying to expose him, she approached him different, like, yo, could you please, because I really don't have it for my other kids to eat and they feel away and stuff like that. And I know you boost that nigga's ego. You a super good dad and you take care of him and stuff like that. And my kids kind of miss when we dated and you used to take care of them and you're about the best thing they've gotten. You know what I'm saying? Closest thing they've gotten to a real type of their father. If either don't bring him or we set something, don't bring him McDonald's or we set something up where when he's with you, cool. Or could you just $5 pizza if you can? You don't have to.
But
if you
here's,
can.
I agree with you, but correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he try to, like, well, let me just have my son eat the food in the car away from the other kids?
Yeah, right. Well, bring him out. He said, well, bring him out.
All right. And she still made a big thing out of it through that shit.
Because she didn't want resolution. She wanted conflict with no resolution.
Right.
Conflict with no resolution.
Can I ask you a question? I need to hear from a woman, right? From standpoint. What I don't understand is, why is it the fathers that are in a kid's life that do most? It seems like most of the women give them the hardest fucking time. The one that is doing, and the ones who ain't doing is just like it's whatever. They don't be at them like that.
They can't, because the other niggas aren't there and don't give a fuck to take it out on them. I'm sorry, T. I'm sorry.
But my thing is, but why make it hard on a man who's there? You know what I'm saying? Right. Who's doing? Like, I don't understand that. That's like, go ahead.
Women can be very spiteful. They can be very vindictive. We have a tendency to let our emotions boil over and we don't think logically behind it. I'm not saying that men don't behave that way too, but women can act a motherfucking fool when it comes to babies and baby daddies. I've seen it.
Or it's because she's not fully over him and she still wants.
That could be it too. That could be it too. That's true.
Okay. I just didn't get like the whole exposing him. Like, you did nothing but expose your situation, who you are.
Expose you, not him. You just showed the world how you are.
You know how many little niggas wish their daddy showed up with some motherfucking McDonald's during the day? How many niggas wish their daddy was showing up all the time with some food for him?
Speaking of that, let me tell y'all a story I read about years ago. Why did this bitch ass baby mama have the father of her child thrown in jail? Get this, y'all. Get this. Because he overpaid child support for like $2,500. Yes. Yes. She went behind his back and changed some of the stipulations to the custody agreement. He didn't know. He overpaid and he had to do time for that. And the judge that put that man in jail need her ass beat. Period. He's doing what he's supposed to. You know how many women I know wish they had a man that paid child support, wish they had a man that would give them at least a damn dollar. And that's the shit you do. That's what I mean when I say women can be very vindictive, spiteful, all because you're not with him anymore. And trust and believe your child is gonna find out about that shit you did, and you're gonna have to. I don't like shit like that. When all else fails, you need to maintain a cool mind for your child at least. No more. Because I had a friend, she was a sweetheart, but she was caught in the middle of a horrible divorce between her parents, and she was just a damn dick bucket, y'all. Real goofy, real crazy.
You say a dick bucket?
Ditz bucket, ditzy.
Oh.
Not dick bucket, ditz bucket. Like
okay.
She asked to work for her, but because of the position I had, I couldn't work for her. I'm like, you do realize I'm not a server, so I can't serve in your place. Oh, I just went. But she can't help it because she was caught in the middle of a very nasty divorce. The parents didn't realize their behavior was taking a toll, an emotional toll on the child that they brought into this world together. So you have to be willing to just calm down. Now, if you want to explain certain shit to your child once they get older, that's different. I understand that. But when they're little, those impressionable, informative years, you need to chill out and just be good parents. Calm down. Now I'm with y'all. She exposed herself.
Yeah, she made herself look stupid and just. I hate to say this, bro. It's like black people. We always got enough going on for ourselves. It's like, come on, man. It's like you make yourself look more stupid. It's like when one black person do something dumb, it to me it affect the whole race and shit, bro. It's like,
bro, remember we talked about that shit on your show?
Yeah, bro. It's like that shit get me mad. It's like I hate the fact that we have just social media, period, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It gets to show you a whole bunch of clown ass motherfuckers. Before everything was behind doors and shit, you couldn't read. Mm-hmm. But now it's just everybody got the open outlet just to act stupid and act the ass, and you don't know if it's for show. Even if it's for show, it still shows just ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And shit like that. And so I was just like, come on, this even if it was real or not, if it said it was real, it's like you ain't have to do all that. You try to expose him, but made yourself look stupid.
Take it off as a skit, and that wasn't no skit.
Nah, it wasn't no skit.
Raw emotion, her true reaction, and she getting dragged so bad, she keep trying to come up with shit to justify her actions, and it's not working.
And the reason why I know it wasn't a skit, because if it was a skit, she would have showed his face. She blurred his face out.
Exactly. Yes, she did.
You know what I'm saying? She would have showed his face. So I knew it wasn't no skit.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that made me mad too. I'm like, really? Because it's already a narrative being pushed that black men make shit fathers. And you sitting up, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Don't expose no man doing what he supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my thing. It's too many fucked up. She had 3 other baby daddies or 2, how many other baby daddies she had.
Right.
But she had other niggas she could point to if that's what she was trying to do, to expose. Don't expose the one who's trying and making an effort and is always bringing his little man food and taking care of his seed.
Right.
You know how many other women that's out there that's fucked up that they baby daddies don't even bring their kids McDonald's?
I know they baby daddies. So I know some baby daddies that don't be doing shit.
Don't do shit.
No phone call, no happy birthday, no visit, no nothing.
Yeah. And then not to keep. I know we've been on a long time, but what I didn't get was out of everything that happened, right? Mm-hmm. Like her accountability and her being irresponsible.
Say that keyword you said again, bro, because we've been hitting on it on podcasts over and over
her
again.
Accountability, right?
Here we go.
And her being irresponsible did not get brought up. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, nobody didn't tell you to lay down with all these Negroes
That's what I told somebody.
And have kids with them. Listen, bro. One thing I can say about my wife, bro. I have 4 from my wife, bro. You know what I'm saying? She gonna do what she gotta do, and ain't gonna ask nobody for shit. And if she have to ask, then she gonna make something happen. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you gotta make something happen. Dog, if you can't produce, I froze up. My bad. I froze up. If you can't produce, don't produce. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, you made a mistake. That's fine. Now you made another one. Now you made another one. It's like, come on now.
Made another one.
It's ridiculous.
You get 4, 5, 50, 11 showers, goddamn it. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what I said. Keep your goddamn legs closed.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm kind of that's crazy, bro.
Shit. I did not like that at all. I didn't like that at all. And if
you tell them to you,
protect the goddamn self. We all grown. Do what you do. We all grown. Fine, but if you can't
accountability. Exactly. It lacks in our community so much. Me and Mr. Bendova have been talking accountability for like the freaking longest. I get in trouble on his podcast because I'm all about like, yo, as a man or a woman, you bring kids in this world. If the crazy part is, if you teach accountability at a young age to your kids, if it's taught to you at a young age as a parent, because what Miguel says some things we didn't agree all the way, but we agreed on to a certain point, was that if in accountability is enforced and taught and preached and pushed, it makes you all have to think twice.
Right.
Miguel talked about a lot of different things he did while he was staying with his grandparents. Had he known, because he knew he was old enough to understand, like, we still go through our moments. We're still mad at the world. Our mom and our dad's situation is what it is. But had he known there was a chance his grandfather might have to do a little bit of time or pay a big ass fine that could make them broke or homeless or whatnot, if he got caught up in the system doing some fuck shit or whatever the case, no disrespect, but young as fuck and out there in the streets and shit like that, but doing some crazy wild shit that it would affect them and could put them in jail, you tend to think twice about the people you love. We are old enough to comprehend that. We are old enough to comprehend. First of all, I was old enough to know if I did some shit that can get my mama locked in jail, bro, please lock me up in a whole different cell in a different state. Because this bitch gonna put a hit out on me. She gonna put a hit out on me. Like, it's no ifs, and buts, or maybes about it. Like, as a kid growing up, I was more afraid of my mom. Me and my bro were more afraid of our parents than we was the police. Bro, like, we got ass whoopings for a lot of shit in our childhood. But I promise you, we got in trouble with the police. We're going to be outside begging the police, like, please don't go tell my mama, please, please, take me to jail. Just take me to jail. Don't tell him. I fear my mama. That's what's wrong with these kids. I promise you. And I know Miguel is a super dope. Bendo is a super dope dad. And he takes pride in being a good father and being there. And he's got a history behind it, but I'm not going to tell this man's history. But he's got a history and why, and some things he went through that makes him appreciate and value being their father. And the one thing we both can agree on is about, like, yo, like, I just want to be there, not being perfect, but to be there to give them the right game, to be there to make sure that they know that they can talk to me. I don't expect perfection out of my kids, but I'm gonna do my part.
Right.
I don't want my kids running around with this resentment, like my mama wasn't shit, my daddy wasn't shit. Like, I'm gonna be there. Your least excuse you have is the lack of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit hurts. Like, it's nothing more than as a kid, and Tia didn't go through it because I can guarantee you, Monica and Jesse was model citizens. But anyways, great people, amazing parents. Tia just came out how Tia came out. But anyways,
So crazy though.
when you come from that experience or you experience it as a child, your experiences, positive or negative, help you out in so many ways. Miguel had a hard-working, him and his dad were cool, but he had a super hard-working grandfather who instilled the work ethic in him. Tia, you had a strong woman and a man who raised you also to be a strong woman and not take no shit and whatnot. Me and my bro, and my brother went through a lot more than I could have went through as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But we went through hard parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got a lot of whoopings, and I could promise you, as much as we hated it as kids, 9 times out of 10, we didn't get no undeserved ass whoopings. We deserved it in some shape, form, or fashion, and we never really got whooped for the same thing twice. We got better, or sneakier, or became better criminals, or whatever the hell. But we never got whooped for the same thing twice. But the point of it is that as a kid, we had opportunities to go sell drugs. We had opportunities to go get in some trouble or do some dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit of fear from your parents is a healthy thing as a kid.
Take you a long way.
Take you a long way. A little bit of fear will take you a long fucking way. And so many people are so busy trying to be their kids' friends, trying to be like the cool parent, trying to be the hip parent, trying to be the social media parent, the hot mama, the MILF, or whatever the fuck it is. And yo, my mom wasn't worried about that shit. Like, yo, my mom's number one job was to provide for us to make sure we didn't end up no fucking criminals.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if I gotta beat your ass so the cops ain't beating your ass, that's what I'll fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
If I gotta drag you out, you come in my motherfucking house with C's and D's, and I know you more than capable of better than that.
Right.
Bro, me and my bro used to come in the house with barely getting B's, but getting C's and D's.
Mm-hmm.
Get our ass whooped. We couldn't understand it. But at certain points in both of our life, we both made honor roll and both got good ass fucking grades and achieved more than we thought we could achieve at certain points because we were capable of doing it.
Right.
And so our parents seen the greatness in us.
Mm-hmm.
Jay's uncle Junior and his uncle Richard seen the greatness in him. And his uncle Richard is one of the most amazing men I've ever met in my life. But he pushed my brother left, without going into super detail, my brother left Ohio with a lot of things he went through from his childhood into his teenage life and just trying to find his way and making some mistakes. And it's a whole nother story about why he couldn't, whatever case, come stay with us again at our house. But he went to go stay with in Virginia with his uncle Richard.
What part of Virginia?
Manassas. Yeah, Manassas.
Hey, I was in Newport News.
Bad News, Virginia. He went. Look, wait. I'm gonna get to that, bro. He went there as a kid who was getting accused of selling drugs and on the cusp of hanging with the wrong crowd. Goes there, graduates with fucking good grades, and goes to fucking Norfolk State before
That's
coming back to Ohio.
Hey, I was a Spartan, baby. I was
Right.
I was on a baseball team. What wrong?
The point is that we knew enough, and enough love and belief was instilled in us at a young age. I can guarantee you, bend over. We spoke a lot of times. The one person who you haven't ever spoke down on You may have told situations, he may have been on your ass and been hard on you. The one person you never spoke down on is your grandfather. Nah. Like I've sat there and just let this man talk. And he's told his story. He's told his situation about his mother. He's told even his situation and how he reconciled or whatever case, and his dad played a certain part, but there's certain issues he got with his dad. But the one person he will not speak negative on, who he worked like 2 or 3 jobs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 or 3 jobs. Raised this man, and we get older, especially with having a family of our own, but we look back and like, yo, this dude was a grandpa raising you like you was his responsibility.
Me and my brother with 6 other kids.
Come on, bro. That's a fucking man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a man. And that's a man who's sitting there, whatever mistakes he may have made with raising his own kids, realized it, took account of fucking ability, and made sure his grandkids. I bet you he's proud as fuck of Miguel right now. And if he ain't here, I bet you he looking down, looking like this, what Denzel say on Training Day? My nigga. So salute, bro. Salute, because I know your struggle and you told me your story. So salute, Miguel, bro. Tia, amazing dad. Amazing dad.
Yeah.
A providing husband. Provides for his family.
Yeah.
He got hit. Listen, the crazy part about it is, and I've been with this man, late night, shout out to Bucket Naked Podcast. Late nights, True Entertainment Films, and AAA Productions, along with motherfucking Jet Fly Clothing. But we've been there. He's had the conversations, and he's told a story about him and his rocky relationship with his mom. But he still get up and go take his mom to her appointments. He still get up and try to be there for his mom, even though there's a lot of pain and hurt and a lot of things this man went through. Like, he still tried to do the right things. His grandfather instilled him to be a man above all else, to take care of those you're responsible for. So I salute you, King.
Hey,
you.
Hey, I'm gonna say this while you on that. Right? I'm gonna say this right. You know, I had I know we off topic, but I always had this shit about my mom. I'm like, man, damn, I never had a relationship with my mom, and she's here. I'm down the block, and she just don't fuck with me. So I'm like, but I always had this thing about me. I used to be upset. And my grandfather said something. He said, let me tell you something. He said, whatever your mother didn't do, he said, me and your grandma did. And so, you know, I always try to take that in consideration. And I do. And I leave it alone from time to time. But, you know, from time to time I think about it. I'm like, damn, I got a fucking mama. She don't fuck with me. I'm like, what I do? But he said that to me before he died. He said, listen, on his deathbed, before he died 3:27 a.m., June 18th, 3 years ago. He said, whatever your mama didn't do, me and your grandma did. And so I just left it at that.
Yes, it is.
Damn. Yeah. Listen, a king makes kings.
Yes.
A king makes kings. He raised a young king, bro, and you became an amazing king, and you chose to let your kingdom fly and be there. He just had is that your second oldest or your oldest?
Who that?
Just graduated.
That's my first, bro.
His oldest just graduated high school, about to be a college student. Where's she going to school again?
FAMU. Yep.
FAMU?
Yep.
She about to be a rattler?
Yep. Got a full ride. Only thing I got to pay for is motherfucking food. You hear me?
He got a whole bunch of oodles and noodles behind that curtain. Robert Noodles.
Hey, listen,
he got a bunch of top Robert behind that.
Hey, I've been stocking up ever since she graduated. What the fuck you talking about?
And he freezing one of them bags up with crab legs he got, and you gonna take this school with you. Yo, congratulations, King. I know what it feels like, man. My oldest daughter going into her sophomore year at Kent State, and she gets on my nerves, but I'm proud and thankful because she came home. She didn't come home pregnant. She came home on the dean's list. And sometimes we're blessed
Right.
We're blessed by I got amazing young siblings. I have amazing kids. Fuck it, I do a podcast with amazing people. Me and Miguel met through, was it CL?
Yeah.
And that's my dude right there. Hell, I talked to him probably more than I talked to CL.
Bro, you know what the crazy part about it is? When you was a senior, I think I was a freshman.
Freshman. I ain't even know who this
You
man was.
graduated 99, right?
Yep.
You graduated 99, right? Yeah,
Yep.
I was a freshman 99.
You was a freshman with my sister Brittany.
Yeah, I know Brittany. I know. That's crazy, bro.
Well, me and D80's sister Brittany. Let me correct myself. But I'm here, and sometimes amazing people bring other amazing people into your life. So shout out to CL, shout out to Pussy Talk, shout out to Queens with Attitude podcast, shout out to Tia, my amazing co-host. Shout out to my bro. Without my older bro, like pushing me, believing in me, keeping me on track, and knowing I could come up with a great idea, but keeping me into that great idea is the hard part. But he still pushes and fights for me. I wouldn't be here. And Miguel, I hope you understand when I say this the right way. But without that, we wouldn't get a chance to be. I wouldn't get a chance to know you because I wouldn't be doing podcasts without my brother, and we wouldn't get a chance to have a deep throat conversations or Queens with Attitude or shout out Annie's podcast because the name is skipping me. She gonna kick my ass.
It's a Hard Knock Life.
Hard Knock Life podcast in Product of the 80s and so many Ball in the Dream, Walls of Jade, and so many other things. And so I'm blessed. And not to be all sentimental because we're about to end this podcast before Tia, do you got it? You know what, Doris?
I wanted to add something real quick.
Go ahead.
With the came that whole situation. When I tell people that I don't want kids, I get come down upon. Yet y'all sticking up for her?
This who y'all choose to hang y'all flag with?
Huh?
That's who they choose to hang their flag with?
That's what I'm saying. I'll tell you, I lack the patience. I don't have the time. And frankly, I just don't do it. That's a lifetime of worry for me. To me, that's just, you can't, like I always say, you can't just, it's not a coat you can take back that don't fit you. You are stuck. You're there.
For life.
Yep.
For life.
Yep, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Get ready to step inside the mind of your co-host, Tia McRae, with her segment, You Know What, Doris? Okay, Tia, the world is listening. Tell them what's on your mind. And with no further ado, here is, You Know What, Doris?
You know what, Doris? I just hope all the fathers had a lovely Father's Day. I hope you all had a wonderful Juneteenth because it also fell on Father's Day, which I thought was dope as fuck. And I hope you all have a wonderful, happy, and safe 4th of July. Even though if it fall, I always felt that if a holiday falls on a certain day, you should have that next day off. And guess what? It's 7 days out the week. I don't give a fuck what day it falls on. Like if it falls on Saturday, you shouldn't have to go to work Sunday. It's gonna be a Monday this year. Why I gotta go to work Tuesday?
Right.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, take your ass to work on Tuesday. Nobody got sympathy for you going to work on Tuesday.
Yeah. So I don't have to go to work Tuesday. Okay. So
Shit,
I actually
truck driver. I work all holidays.
See how he doing with his hip and all that shit. So yeah. But I just want you all to have a lovely and safe and happy 4th of July. Like I said, I hope your Father's Day was nice. No shitty ass gifts, right? Y'all didn't get shit gifts, right?
Respect.
Somebody got some shit Father's Day gifts?
No, wait.
Oh, I was about to say, damn.
I did.
Oh.
Did you?
You know what? You know why I hate Father's Day? Because it's like, bruh, I don't know so many men who get good gifts, right? It's like this, right? When it's Mother's Day, it's like, you know, Every gift begins with care, and then when it's a man, it's like get that nigga a tool, what to do more work. Like damn, I don't want no tools. I'm tired of tools. I'm tired of Hanes t-shirts and socks and Fruit Balloons. I'm tired of all that goofy shit. Like it's like damn, it's like bro, like when men get gifts, bro, it be the dumbest goofy shit. But I be like. To me, I'm to the point. It's whatever, bro. I don't even read my cards no more. I hate to say it because it's just like, for real, bro. Now it ain't no note. It's just an X and an O, love you, whatever the fuck, and all that goofy shit. It's no dog. When men gifts is no thought. I'm doing a petition right now because I'm hot about this shit. I'm about to show my bald head in a minute because this shit got me mad. I'm tired of all these dumbass gifts you ladies get us. All these Dollar Tree gifts and shit, and Dollar Tree socks, and all that goofy shit, bro. It's time out for the bullshit, bro. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna figure this shit out, bro.
Every kiss begins with K.
Shit crazy, bro.
I'm not a shit gift giver. I don't play that shit.
No.
Ask anybody who knows me.
T gives amazing gifts.
Yes.
That shit crazy.
Yo,
you know it'd be crazy. And women's favorite line be, I ain't had no money. I'm like, nigga, you had a whole year. You had a whole year to save up.
Cut that shit out.
Shit crazy, bro.
Cut that shit out.
Yep.
All right, so we about to jump into. Go ahead, D80.
Okay, AAA listeners, it's time for Black V to present Don't Hashtag This. I repeat, don't hashtag this. And now your co-host, Black V.
Don't hashtag this. Episode 74 is going to be don't hashtag feed all my kids.
I know they start that shit.
Listen here, Bear. I only nutted up in you once, and we got one. Mm-hmm. That's mine. If I feed my little nigga, then my little nigga is good. Mm-hmm. The other little niggas you got, little nigglets you got running around said property that you get Section 8 for, or maybe not, because maybe hopefully I was a better person and fucked a chick who was super educated but still a hoe. But she got a good job in a decent crib, and she's not a hoe, or maybe she was still a hoe. Regardless, you and your multiple baby daddies is not my problem. And don't use the excuse that I knew you had multiple kids when I got you with you. When I got with you, I didn't meet you and your kids at the club. I met you.
Right.
Had you showed up with them little motherfuckers, I'd have said, hell nah. I met you. I got to know you. I only was fucking with you. If in the process, being a nigga, a good man, and trying to get more pussy, I drop off a Little Caesars pizza or a Happy Meal for all them other little nigglets you got. That was the benefits of I'm getting some pussy. That's just being a reality of it. Mm-hmm. And when we're done, doesn't mean them niggas is still my responsibility.
Right.
If I'm dating you, I take on you. I take on your kids. I'm man enough to own up and admit that. Mm-hmm. It comes with the territory, whether they daddies are absent or not. I would tell you right now, I'm all in favor of taking. If you with a woman and you know she got kids and you get with her, I call him my father, not my stepfather, but my father, who technically I guess is my stepfather, raised me as one of his own. Mm-hmm. So I was raised. That's how I treat the step kids I have today. When I'm on here, I try my best to refrain from calling them my step kids because none of them are biologically mine, but they're mine. You raise them as your own. You don't treat none of them no fucking different. My stepdad, again, excuse me, my father never raised me to make me feel any different than D80. We got our ass whooped together. We got put on punishment together. We had to share shoes and clothes and everything else to fucking together.
Mhm.
We got raised as a family. We got raised as one unit. We even went through abuse, God rest his soul, from our uncle. I'm not going to say his name, but from our uncle. But we went through it together. The point I'm making is that, yes, real men will step up in those times, but they don't need to be exposed. If
Right.
you need help and you're struggling, or you need help and the other niggas is not stepping up, instead of exposing a good nigga, ask a good nigga for help.
Hey,
Right.
hey, listen.
Don't expose a good man.
If you broke, just say that. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
say that. Ask a good man for help. Yo, like, it's so much shit. I promise you, my parents are so dope. My stepdad got me toys and left it for me in my fucking name of my real father. And I'm not calling my real father a deadbeat by no means. But my stepdad got toys or got shit my dad bought me, and my dad didn't want to sit there and put my bike together. My stepdad and my mom went and got my bike on Christmas Eve, brought it back to the house, so I didn't feel left out. When my older brother D80 got his 10 speed, I got my 10 speed, and my stepdad went and picked it up, put it together, and made sure I had it under the tree. Well, we had it for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I love that man with all my heart. If you ask me and my brother, is that man perfect? Fuck no. We didn't expect perfection.
Right.
But was he there when we needed him? Did he become a better father to us later on in life as he grew up from a young man having a child with my bro to coming into dating another woman who had a child and then having a child with that woman? Did he become better in his lifetime? Hell yeah. I appreciate him more. It's sad because he's the same father when I played Little League football, Northside Knights till I die. I broke down the field about to score a touchdown. You know who I seen who came to more games than any of our other family members came to. My brother was on here, so he's my witness. If nobody else is there, it was our dad. Running down the sideline, I'm busting. It was a fucking against the Warren Browns. The niggas from Youngstown know what the fuck I'm talking about. Warren Browns, breaking down the sideline, running to score a touchdown. Guess who I see running down the fucking field, screaming my name, yelling loud as fuck, running with me yard for yard as I'm about to score a touchdown? My fucking father. Didn't miss no games. No knock on my dad because my dad lived in Columbus. He can be at every game. I'm not gonna knock another nigga to big another nigga up. But when at a certain point in my life when I needed a father figure, Oscar Jerome Kitchen was fucking there.
Facts.
When I needed it most, at that point in time of my life, he was there. I can't knock that man. Did he make mistakes between him and my mom? Cool, sure, whatever the fucking case. But when we needed a father, whether we agree with his methods or not, that man was there. So anytime I see a man like that man who came and showed up all the fucking time with McDonald's for a son, even though it was just fucking McDonald's, but he showed the fuck up, I'm not knocking that nigga. Yeah, he could have perfected it. Yeah, there's things he can do better. Yeah, he could have brought food for the other kids. He could have. Was it responsible? Was it his obligation? No. Could he have? Would it made it better? Me and McGill both agreed upon it. Would it have made it better? Would it have been a dope thing to do? Yes, but bro, shit so fucked up outside. This nigga deserve props for at least taking care of his.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, so when we end this episode with don't hashtag feed my kids. It's okay to need help as a black woman struggling and going through the system, the way our society and everything is set up. But you don't expose the good one.
Right.
You don't expose the one who's trying to be a good father, whose mother or father or both his parents raised him right. You don't expose that one. If you need help, put your pride to the side and say, yo, I'm struggling.
Right.
I'm doing the best I can, and these fuck niggas I fucked with before ain't there. If you're gonna bring food, can you please bring some for his siblings?
Right.
All you gotta do is ask.
That's all she had to do. Use a different approach. And then you going on and on about your kids not being fed, but you took food from another kid's mouth and you threw the shit all over the fuck.
You know why? I promise you this. If the other baby daddies ain't there, why shouldn't expose them? You wanna know why? Because you probably messing with some real ass hood niggas that'll fuck their ass up on sight. She tried the right one. Right. She wouldn't have tried no real ass in the streets ass nigga. Was she, Miguel? Yeah. Huh? She tried the one. She knew who she tried and who she didn't try. She'd have tried a nigga that didn't give a fuck. Some old street ass nigga. He'd have fucked her ass up and down that street. Bitch, put me on camera. What? We'd have never seen that footage.
Right.
She ain't tried none of them niggas. She should have had the footage sit and talk about, listen, my one son daddy bring him McDonald's every fucking day. He love his son. He there when we was dating. This nigga not only dated me, he dated my kids. Brought food for my kids. Where the rest of you niggas at? Right. Nah, she want to expose the good one.
Right.
So fuck that. Don't hashtag feed my kids. Don't do that shit. Please. Get on them other niggas. And if you don't got other niggas who was good niggas and you was young, whether your daddy wasn't there, because there's a lot of sorry ass daddies who not there, or whatever the case, and you come across a good man that will take care of his kids, don't expose them. Help him, help you. Help me, help you.
Right.
So that's my don't hashtag for this episode. Before we go out, Tia, you got any shout outs, any closing remarks?
I just want to give a shout out to my brother DJ, my mom and dad, my son Jesse, my friend Derek, and the whole Applebee's crew that I work with. They like my second family, my home away from home. So I just wanted to shout them out.
Pastor Bendover, aka Mr. Bendover, aka Deep Dope Conversations, BKA Jet Fly Clothing. And just call that nigga the realest nigga from the yo. Whatever you want to call him, just don't call him broke.
You know what I mean? But nah, though, for real though, I'm gonna be short. Hey, shout out to everybody who fuck with me. Hey, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where I'm at with 8. And shout out to them haters too. Let them haters do their job. That's it.
Yo, I want to give a shout out to Deep Dope Conversations. I want to give a shout out. It's a Hard Not Life podcast. I want to give a shout out to Pussy Talks podcast, Queens with Attitude podcast, Product of the 80s podcast. I swear to God, I know I'm forgetting somebody. I remember. I want to give a shout out to Pastor Bendover. Find him on TikTok. Find him on Facebook Live. I want to give a shout out to my co-host Tia, my bro, writer, producer, hustler, real man. I want to give a shout out to all the father figures in my life. So one of the most important people I want to shout out is not only Oscar Kitchen, but Darnell Wilson, and a man who raised me like his own and never once treated me any less and put me through abuse just with his own son. To my cousin, who was more like an uncle to me, Alan Driscoll, a.k.a. Disco Driscoll. He's an East Sider. Yeah, he's a Golden Bear. And fuck them Golden. Sorry, Miguel. But fuck them Golden Bears. I ran Tigers till I died, nigga. Tiger pride till I die. But I want to give a shout out to Alan Driscoll, a.k.a. 1001 Stroke Techniques, a.k.a. the man who taught me to be a snatch king. And also taught me to be a man and own up to your mistakes and your responsibility. This man was out there in the streets getting his snatch on, running through a whole bunch of them. But when it came to time to take care of your kids and be a man and step up, came to time to be a man about your kids and your family and step up, Disco Driscoll taught me a lot. So shout out to him. Shout out to my cousin Anthony Crenshaw. Yo, it's a AAA Productions. Brought to you by Truth Entertainment Films. I am Black D. That is T. Yeah. That is Pastor Bendover, aka Man with the motherfucking plane. Shout out to Jet Fly Clothing. I'm expecting some free shirts one of these years. But no, I want to shout out him and the most important person that puts all this shit together. I feel like Arsenio Hall. Shout out to the man that pays the bills on a lot of this shit that we do, and who believes in all of us and who believes in me because I believe in y'all. Shout out to B80. God bless you and good night.
Peace.